Hello and welcome to Pixels Plays Dragon Quest XI Part whatever it is. And we're going to be jumping right into things. This is actually going to be double feature. I don't know how long I'm going to keep up doing that, but for Pixelween, we're going to be going back and forth between Dragon Quest and the game, but I will be announcing, although I've already announced it, so I guess, Resident Evil HD Remaster. Still look forward to that in a couple hours or so. A bit later into the evening. But for now, we're going to be keeping up playing Dragon Quest XI. If I don't play it on the same day, I'm not sure it will always be double feature, if I'll be going back and forth, but for this first day of Pixelween, we're going to be going back and forth, and this will not be technically a Pixelween live stream, but you know, it's going to be going in synchrony, or however you want to call it, whatever the appropriate term would be. Anyway, let's roll our intro video. Having set out to find his friends, Pixels arrives at the last bastion, where he finds King Cornelian and Hendrik. At the king's orders, Hendrik and our hero head out on a mission to infiltrate Heliodor Castle, which has been overrun by monsters. There, they defeat Tyriant, one of the 6 spectral sentinels, and clear the darkness from the sky. Their mission complete, they head back to the bastion, where the celebratory banquet lasts long into the night. Next morning, the pair are summoned to see the king. Hendrik is pleased with the shield of, is presented with the shield of Heliodor, the highest honor of the realm. The king then commands the 2 heroes to travel to Mount Panglai, a place long associated with the Luminary, in search of aid in the battle ahead. Officially allies at last, they set out for the mysterious mountain in the hopes of finding help and perhaps an old friend or two. So I've just added Hendrik to the lineup for the title cards. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find any of the pixel art from the 3DS version. What I used for the other title cards is actually from the official Japanese website, which includes the sprites, like a little symbol associated with the character, and the character portrait, and I just sort of ripped those from the website and then put them together into the title card. Hendrik, however, is kind of a spoiler character, so they didn't include him in the lineup. So there's no easy-to-access artwork. And all of the only Let's Play I found on YouTube that gets that far, it gets like up to the point where like you first encounter Hendrik, which is 2 to 3 hours into the game. The only Let's Play that actually gets that far in the 3DS version is 480p, and it's super blurry. There's no way I could even guess at where the pixels are supposed to go. So I can't even recreate the pixel art from the 3DS version. I have to actually buy it and play it, import it, and play it up to that point myself. And the funny thing is, there's this guy who actually like did a translated Let's Play of it. He started with the 3DS version. He did like 4 installments of the 3DS version in I think 720p, and then he bought the PS4 version, and the rest of his translated playthrough is on that version. So, like, literally just before the part where this incident, where we get to see Pendrick in all his pixely glory, he decides to go to the PS4 version, which does not have the pixel art in it at all. And it really pissed me off. Like, it's not his fault, but I want consistency between the title cards, and I cannot have it. And eventually I might buy the 3DS version in Japanese and try my best. Like, I know the story now, so that's not going to be a problem. But of course, and then the menus is going to be a little tricky to navigate. But, well, not sure if I like live stream it. Maybe play it far enough in to update the title cards, I suppose. At least. And play on my own. Angela is home to a society of monks who spend all their time training to be extra strong and clever. Are you here to train too? I guess. I knew it. You should go to the field of discipline. That's the name of our famous training ground. The best sorcerer in history trained there, you know. There's a book called Don't Go Hungry. Little Delicacies of Angela. I'll take it from the shelf and have a closer look. It's widely agreed that Angela's unique style of cooking grew out of the need to provide delicious nutrition for the monks to perform their grueling training while still adhering to a strict vegetarian diet. The temple's most famous dish is the legendary Bam Bam noodles, which are served only at special festivals. Claims that this is the most delicious food in all the world are certainly not unfounded. Noodles said to symbolize pride in one's achievements, and anyone capable of making the arduous mountain climb in order to taste them firsthand has every reason to be pleased with themselves. Has some serious heartburn going on here. Kind of annoying me. There's a tourist pamphlet entitled Girl About Town, Port of Velour. Start your day with a lazy morning relaxing by the water and enjoy a traditional breakfast of pancakes with coconut sauce with a strong Valorian coffee. And make your way to the beach where you can sun yourself while enjoying a good book and snacking on delicious tropical fruit. The sweet flavors of fresh Valorian produce simply can't be beaten. Once the day starts to cool, make your way to the casino and try your luck at the tables until it's time for dinner at the hotel's world-class restaurant. The chef special is out of this world. Finally, sit at the bar at the beachside terrace sipping a cocktail and losing yourself in a stunning saffron sunset, where the bartenders are resting as their eyes. It is just one of many ways to while away a day in delectable Port of Velour. If it sounds like your idea of fun, then don't delay. Start planning your trip today. Let's say that what happened trying to make a more consistent version of a title card does not compare at all to my frustration with the fact that Square just straight up did not decide not to localize the 3DS version of this game. If we buy enough copies of this game, then maybe they'll change their tune. I don't know. I might buy a PS4 copy just to. We'll have a physical copy and to. Again, just, hope to ensure that they will localize future Dragon Quest games. Ultimately, this is the High Hall of Angkor-Law. His Holiness waits you within.
I welcome you once again to Angkor-Law, honored luminary. As I believe you know, it is my privilege to serve as High Lama of this most sacred temple.
I am to address you as Your Holiness, correct? Might I ask what you and your people know of my companion?
Why, everything, of course. We have awaited his coming ever since the day he entered this world, in the castle of Dundrasil.
Waiting for him? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I say, nothing more. Tell me, do you recognize the symbol on this banner?
Hey, it's a symbol of
This is the
Dundrasil.
emblem of Dundrasil. Since the age of heroes, the princes of that nation have come here to train with us for 6 years of their youth. Your young friend was born a prince of Dundrasil. Thus did we expect him to come here as a boy and study under the great Grand Master Pang. Sadly, that was not to be.
So if fate had been kinder, you would have spent a good part of your childhood here. What of his tutor, this Grand Master Pang you speak of?
When the Lord of Shadows brought the World Tree low, the Master set out to summon a magical mandala to protect the temple from destruction. The spell succeeded, but its power was too great. Grand Master Pang did not return.
A noble sacrifice indeed.
Now that the Master is gone, it falls to me to guide you. Come to the Field of Discipline. It lies behind this hall. There is something you must see.
So now, like, the roles are reversed. Now I'm being trained by a 6-year-old instead of being trained as a 6-year-old.
It is a shame that the Grand Master cannot be here. I would have liked to meet one so noble. Come, let us see what His Holiness has in store.
What's the next best thing? Well, so many lens flares. My friend was chosen as to be the new High Lama. Now he's the most important person in Angkor-Law to the Grand Master. There to do what he says. Amazing, isn't it? He's only the same age as me, but we couldn't be more different. Welcome, Luminary. This is the Grand Master's chamber. It is where Grand Master Pang herself resided until that fateful day. It is also where you would have awoken each morning if you had come here when you were a child and trained with us as you were supposed to. As you were supposed to! Huh? So no treasures up here. Well, you think this place would be better finished?
Beyond those doors lies the Field of Discipline, where students of Angkor-Law strive for enlightenment. Before we tread upon this hallowed ground, let me tell you a little of our history, and of the luminary of legend himself, Erdwin. Before setting out to defeat the Dark One, Erdwin came to our temple to learn from the Wise Ones, who made their homes here even then. The first Grand Master, Ai, accepted him as a disciple
Aye!
and trained him in the secrets of spiritual realization. But he did not train alone. During his time here, he met someone who would change his fate forever.
Who was this person?
Another of Ai's disciples, a young mage whose talent outshone that of all who had come before. A man named Morkant. Erdwin and Morkant would train together every day, each striving to outstrip the other. Though they were fierce rivals, they became firm friends. When their training was complete, Morkant joined with Erdwin in his quest to slay the Dark One. Without Morkant's magic, he might never have prevailed. Before setting out, they carved an inscription into this stone, a pledge of eternal friendship. It has been a treasure of ours ever since.
Morkant. I have not heard the name before.
Now, allow me to show you to the field of discipline, if you would be so good as to follow me.
We two sworn companions, Erdwin and Morkant, do hereby pledge to lay low the Dark One, though it cost us our very lives. May this pact stand from now until eternity.
Welcome to the field of discipline. Since the age of heroes, many a would-be warrior has spilt sweat and blood upon these flagstones.
So, are you like the Sorcerer Supreme or something?
If your karma had been different, this is where you would have trained under Grand Master Pang, like all the princes of Yggdrasil before you. I have brought you here so that you might stand in the footsteps of your ancestors. An unbroken line leading all the way back to the Age of Heroes. Even your grandfather, Lord Robert, completed his training here. The memory of his achievements shall live long in the temple's memory.
His achievements?
Pang was a harsh master. With this implement, disciples whose efforts were lacking were given motivation directly to their fundament. It became known as the Naughty Stick.
Okay.
During the course of his 6 years of tuition, your grandfather's right honourable posterior was paddled an unprecedented 10,000 times. The tale of Lord Robert's road to enlightenment lives on to this day. Every disciple knows that he must focus at all times, lest he face the same fate.
A legendary achievement indeed.
You are worried for your grandfather, yes? Do not be. Lord Robert overcame every challenge set for him by the Grand Master, and emerged stronger every time. The fall of the World Tree would not have been enough to extinguish one so resilient. He is alive. I sense it. Tonight there will be a modest feast in the High Hall to celebrate your long-awaited arrival. We would be greatly honored if you would join us. We may not be able to aid you as we would have done were Master Pang still with us, but in this respect at least, we can provide.
Once the disciples are overjoyed to have an evening respite from a training and eat, drink, and dance till the early hours. Then the morning comes. Da, 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 da.
Awake at last, hmm? It is high time we were on our way. If the Grand Master was still alive, perhaps we might have learned something to help us in our fight against the Lord of Shadows. Sadly, it was not to be.
On the nature of a naughty stick. The Grandmasters of Angry Law wield a mighty weapon whose name echoes through the ages. I speak not of the wave-color scimitar, nor of the staff of torn claws. No, I speak of a naughty stick. The origins of this legendary tool of destruction can be traced back to the very founding of Angry Law. It is said that the stick itself chose the very first Grand Master. Some believe that it was carved from a branch of Yggdrasil, and even a dragon could not break it, though it tried with all its might. Of course, it is best known for its use in punishing young monks for lapses of focus. The pain it inflicts is rumored to be so severe that the acolytes fear for their very souls have been spanked from their bodies. It's a book entitled The Sutra of Angry Law. Masters teach that man is the world, and the world is man. To devote oneself to good deeds is to serve the world. To bring goodness into the world is to protect it. The Master teaches that though through suffering we learn of ease, that through sadness we learn of joy. To love mankind and thereby the world, this is our duty. Man is the world. Goodness serves the world. Learn good things from bad, and thereby love the world. These are the wisdoms of Angry Law, realm beyond the clouds. These are the precepts by which we live. Actually good that I did just discover the bookshelf before that would have spoiled the surprise. Luminary, I trust you slept well last night. His Holiness awaits you outside. He seems as keen to wish you luck on the next stage of your journey. He has said he intended to speak with you alone, but I hear raised voices coming from the other side of the door. What could be happening out there, I wonder?
And the hermit? What news of him?
Forgive us, Your Holiness. The monsters on the mountain path were too strong. We were unable to reach him.
I see.
Your Holiness, is there a problem?
Yes, Sir Hendrik. I fear there is. You see, 2 weeks ago a hermit visited us, unannounced. Then just as suddenly departed for the top of the mountain.
Alone? Whatever for?
That I do not know. The moment he heard that Master Pang had passed away, he ran from the temple. He was last seen climbing the path to the summit. The mountain has become infested with monsters, emboldened and strengthened by the rise of the Lord of Shadows. It is a perilous place indeed. This being so, I dispatched a group of disciples to return him to safety. As you can see, things did not go quite as planned.
I have trained all my life for a moment such as this, and yet I have failed in my first true test. I have brought shame upon Angry Law.
Might we be able to offer some assistance?
I thank you for your kindness, but you are guests here. I cannot ask you to undertake such a dangerous task.
But undertaking dangerous tasks is what we do.
A knight of Heliodor does not abandon an innocent in need. These people have shown us great kindness. It is only right that we do them a kindness in return. Would you not agree?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, but I cannot allow you to bear this burden alone. I shall come with you. must depart for the summit of Mount Panglai without delay. After exiting the temple, we will take the path to the east in order to begin our ascent.
Oh, a quest. Whether one emerges from battle in triumph or defeat depends on not on one's skill of a sword or one's magical might, but upon one's will to win. No matter how powerful one's opponent, one must clear one's mind of all doubt and devote oneself entirely to overcoming the challenge they present. This is the first teaching of Angkor Law. Disciples train every day to master this mindset. Other teachings might aid you in your battles to come. Would you like to experience our training for yourself? A particular lesson involves defeating a mighty monster using a certain pet power. Will you accept the challenge? Good, you had the spirit of a true disciple. I sense that you have braved the battlefield countless times before and performed the dance of death with many a foul fiend. For this trial, I would have you slay one of the boreal serpents that have haunt the paths of Mount Panglai during the day and hide themselves away at night. They are fearsome foes indeed. Not only that, you must use the pet power Blaze of Glory before felling this fiend. This skill vastly increases one's attacking might at the expense of defense. It encourages one to lay all thoughts of the defeat from one's mind and concentrate entirely on the offensive. Is there a bank? I'm pretty sure we already took care of this, but... There you go. Why, if it isn't the Illuminary, His Holiness sent word that you would be coming. You're going to rescue the hermit who went off top of the mountain, correct? Please be careful. It would not do for one as important as yourself to go missing too. Another black dragon. I was gonna get an opening attack, but okay.
Was never in doubt.
As I start out kept, so that means it's even less likely that we'll both be kept at the same time.
Well that ends well.
A tantamount.
Victory is ours.
Sorcerer's Ring. Boreal Serpent. I think maybe it's, oh, that's probably one of the ones down below.
It seems we are too late. Is this the hermit we came in search of?
Unfortunately so. He was in deep meditation when he breathed his last. I am glad at least that he was prepared to meet his fate. But that posture, It is awful. Uniquely awful. I know it from somewhere.
Incredible! Issue 1 of the Ogler's Digest. And in mint condition. Indeed. It seems our friend here made his peace with the world before departing. This, at least, is some small solace. But this is one of the royal treasures of Dundrasil. Why would a lowly hermit have such a... By the skies! Can it really be?
Lord Robert!
Your grandfather was Master Pang's most fervent disciple. Can he have chosen to follow his mentor to the next life, perhaps?
No, he is still breathing.
What?
His spirit hovers in the place between life and death. It is only a matter of time before he passes the point of no return. But there may yet be a way to save him. If you were to follow him into the void, you might be able to bring him back.
But how? Is this even possible?
The ancient teachings tell us that the summit of Mount Panglai stands at the crossroads between this world and the next. If you will permit me, I can perform an ancient rite that will send you to the place between worlds. But it is not a decision to be taken lightly. Once that place is entered, there is no guarantee of return. Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void and bring Lord Robert back to us?
Nah.
This is no time for indecision. You heard him. Your grandfather does not have long left.
There's no time for indecision.
I will ask again. Think carefully before answering.
But I must.
Well, will you take that chance? Will you visit the void? Very well. I will prepare for the ritual. Tell me
I'll
when
say
you are
something that will
ready,
cut you like a
and we
knife.
will begin.
I'm gonna save again. I was a lot thinner than the last time you saw him. He can't have eaten anything in a long, long time. A copy of the Ogler's Digest lies by his side. The blurb on the cover reads, "Artistic pious and articles for today's discerning gentleman." Tried to save myself, but myself keeps slipping away.
But from which few ever return. It is time to perform the rite.
What is this foolish dance? What manner of ritual is this?
Wake up and find Sylvana hovering over us again.
wandering soul drifts into my domain. Welcome, child, to the end of your journey. Destiny is cruel indeed to send me one so young. This may be a fruitless question, given the vacant expression you wear, but do you know what fate awaits you here? He is wise beyond his years. An intellectual giant. I must return to the world above and tell everyone I met such a marvel. Do you think me a fool, boy? Do not pretend. There is no need for pretense here. You are ignorant. This is as it should be. Let me unburden you of at least a little of your ignorance. I will explain in simple terms that even an idiot may understand. As you see, this world is a blank slate. It is a place of nothingness. Before Yggdrasil fell, departed souls would come here before returning to the World Tree. But now that the tree is gone, it is a place with an entrance but no exit. A dead end for the dead. A spiritual cul-de-sac. What I'm trying to tell you is that you will never leave this world. Before long, your soul will dissipate and be lost to the void.
You'll try to save yourself, but yourself will keep slipping away.
As long as the cycle of souls is interrupted, all who die will suffer the same fate. Until at last, the Lord of Shadows is the only one who remains. This is your destiny. Accept it, for you cannot change it. Or do you cling to the vain hope that the heart of Yggdrasil may be recovered from Mordegon's clutches? If you do, you are a fool. And yet, you would not be alone in your foolishness. There are others who refuse to accept that all is lost. Some people just don't know when to give up.
When bright brand bores through heaven's doors, the sun shall rise o'er darkened skies, and banish night with holy light.
Did you think that he chose death out of a sense of despair? You could not be more wrong. He came here with hope in his heart. The hope that one day he will defeat the Lord of Shadows. Your grandfather came to find me so that I might teach him the last of my secrets. You know who I am, of course. Foolish child. I am Pang, Grand Master of Angrila. Your grandfather's teacher and tormentor.
Well, I suspected as much.
Do you see the magic circle that surrounds him? The precise pattern of movements draws energy from the ether and channels it to create the mandala of Yggdrasil. This is the final secret. He has been flailing away like this ever since he arrived here. It is not good for him at his age. But when the great sigil is complete, he will have mastery over a power not seen since the Age of Heroes. Get out, mate! Don't you dare give up now! I'll beat your bottom black and blue, I swear it!
Oh!
Kamehame! Oh. Oh wait, it is Kamehameha!
Well, would you look at that? Perhaps he is not completely useless after all.
Hey! Did you see that? I finally did it! Oh, it was beautiful!
Yes, very impressive. I thought you had gone soft in your dotage, but it seems you still have some guts. Well done.
And I think I jumped the gun and
Jinx! Grandmaster Pang!
premature Kamehameha.
Please! Woohoo! For the first time in my long life, she's actually paid me a compliment. Oh, that's warmed my cockles more than 100 nips of the hard stuff.
Perhaps if you could stop congratulating yourself for one moment and squint beyond the end of your bulbous nose, you would see we have a visitor.
Oh my! Is it really you, laddie? Oh, no, you as well. Your poor young life snatched away from you. It's not fair. It's not fair, I tell you.
Oh, stop your sniveling. The boy is alive.
He's what? But what's he doing here then?
He and his friends found your body and sent his soul from the world above to bring you back.
Ah, really? But I only came here to... You went to all that trouble. As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Finer than ever, in fact. Now that I've learned the final secret, you and me are going to be unstoppable. Come on, let's get back to our bodies and show that Lord of Shadows what we're made of.
Stop right there! Where do you think you are going?
I can't thank you enough for all you've done, Grandmaster. But now that my training's finished, I need to be on my way.
Finished? Oh, but we haven't even begun. Honored Luminary, if you would like to follow me.
well, it's not officially part of the party yet, so I can't like. Again, our neck is kind of broken and we can't look up very high at all.
Your grandfather has mastered the last secret of Angri-La. He now has the power to send enemies straight to the beyond.
That's beyond the beyond. Wait, that's another game.
It is a technique first devised in the Age of Heroes by Morkant, brother-in-arms of the Luminary of Legend. For you, I have a technique no less impressive. An attack of such incredible power that it can tear through all 4 dimensions.
What about the 5th and 6th and various other hypothetical theoretical dimensions.
It was devised by Erdwin himself during his training with Ai Yi, our first Grand Master. And it will give you strength beyond reckoning, Luminary.
Well, that can't be a bad thing. Me with Morkant's spell and you with Erdwin's attack. We'll be unstoppable.
If you can master it. None since Erdwin has been able to do so. The training you must undergo to acquire this power will be more intense, more relentless, more excruciating than any you have faced before. Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials?
Yeah.
I see that you have inherited your grandfather's backbone. But we will soon fix that.
Oh, don't be a fool, laddie. You've no idea of the horrors she can inflict with that thing. The last time she took that paddle to me, I couldn't sit down for a week. No training could be as bad as that.
Well, do you think you have what it takes to endure this most trying of trials? I knew you would make the right choice. Now, let us begin. The first step is to focus your mental energies and call forth a blade of pure light. Hold out your hand and try.
I've already done that many times before.
As good as can be expected for a first attempt. The heat of battle should help to speed you up a little.
Battle? You mean you're going to fight him? Oh, no, the poor lad's not ready.
Me? Why would I rumple my nice clean robe when I have you to do my dirty work for me?
What? You're going to make me fight my own grandson?
Who better, Lord Robert? You have mastered all our secrets now. There is no one better suited to the task. And besides, I've always wanted to see two princes of Dundrasil battling it out. Let me know when you are ready to begin.
Don't really have a save point or anything, so
Before we continue, allow me to give your grandfather an unfair advantage. All in the name of speeding up your training, of course.
Oh, aye! I've not felt this alive in decades! Let me at the little blighter!
That's the spirit. Don't hold back. Show him the true power of our last and greatest secret.
Just you watch me.
Luminary, prepare yourself. Beat back the onslaught and unleash the technique if you can. The more you use it, the stronger it will become. You must practice until it is perfect.
Here I come, laddie. It's time to show you what this old man can do. This'll make your blood run cold!
Really? That's hardly fair. What? You don't have an autosave? That is freaking bullshit! Really? You did... That is literally shitty game design.
Another one.
That is literally shitty game design.
Do you?
That is literally shitty game design.
But now, what I'm
That is...
as long this, or do you?
What were they...
And yes,
In the words of a great man, what were they thinking?
you're foolish. Some people.
Like, you don't give a big series of cutscenes before a tough battle and not give you, you know, a save point or an autosave or something of that kind. And there's, like, entirely unskippable portions of this damn thing. Like that.
You know,
And this! Like, there's entire sections of it which are unskippable!
the precise path. But when get out.
Like, there's a ton of animations here. I wonder if I could, like, leave and save and come back. I don't know if that's possible, but it ought to be. Kamehameha! Yeah. This is impressive the second time around.
Did you? Oh,
Oh,
he's
he and
finer. I can't.
if you.
Okay, I can return to the world of living. I think there's a point just before the battle. Hopefully. Do I risk it? No, I'm not talking to you, Bixby.
It is for you. It was the
Where?
it the trick. Where I knew the first. As Me? Who? And besides?
Okay, there. So I should have freaking put a save point right here. I still say it's bad game design. I need 2 red eyes. I could buy them from that one place, but unfortunately, we can't reshow yet, so... If I hadn't wasted all of them... For ore, I need that for the Dragon Bane. I say it again that I have... I probably should attack the doppelgangers first. To overcome all the complications and the catches. Technique eliminated legend, eh? If you master that, there'll be no stopping you. Listen, laddie, I can make this easy for you. After all, I got my own secret power to master. Get yourself ready for a Royal Rumble! I hope so.
Before we continue,
Really? You'd still sit for this bullshit? Really? Oh, I can hold this to skip. Why didn't you tell me this before? Oh yeah, pepped up. Oh, come on! What would master this technique if I constantly had to heal myself? Yeah, I don't know if I should.
Let the darkness consume you! This'll make your blood run cold!
Come on!
Try this massage.
Huh.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. I couldn't have beaten him more soundly myself. I must say, I doubted you had it in you. But you have proved me wrong. And for once, that is no bad thing. The power of the technique comes from your heart. Hone that greatest of weapons.
Ouch.
And none will be able to stand before you. Now, I think it's time
It
we
would have
pulled
really
that
hurt her
old
hand.
degenerate off the flagstones, don't you?
You beat me, even with the last secret of Angry-La in my side. Oh, I can't believe how much you've grown, laddie.
You weren't too much of an embarrassment, no. Perhaps I finally have a disciple worthy of the name.
So this is where you have been hiding.
Wait, I know that voice.
Mordegon.
Sniveling worms. You thought to escape my clutches by cowering here in this ruined world. You have only delayed the inevitable.
No! Ah! Ah! Curse you! I had thought your powers could not reach us here. It seems I underestimated you. So inconsiderate. There was one last thing I wanted to teach you.
Well, make it quick, I guess.
It seems we must do it the hard way. Ugh. You two will just have to learn the ultimate ability here and now. Or die trying.
What? So the last secret of Angry-La wasn't the last one? And Quadra Slash wasn't either?
Of course not, foolish man. There is another. A supreme skill devised by Grandmaster Ai. One
Aye!
and Morkan performed together.
Oh, the pep power.
Well,
Or
don't
dual
just
tech.
stand there. Combine your powers.
Fusion, huh?
Revive the technique that was lost to us so long ago, so that I can die happy.
You dare to resist me?
You must do exactly as I say. Exactly when I say it. We have only one chance. Robert, do not think. Act. Use the technique I taught to you. Quickly! Now, Luminary! Unleash Quadra Slash! Yes, the last and greatest of all the secrets of Angry-La. The technique to end all techniques. Solar Flare!
He is back with us. Ah, but he is greatly weakened. We must get him to the temple right away.
Exhausted from the rest in the void, Pegasus falls into a deep sleep. In his dreams, he sees the smiling face of Grandmaster Pang, lit by the light of the ultimate ability of Angry-La. Then the morning comes. Ba-da-da-da-da.
Ah. You are finally awake. Good. I feared you had suffered some lasting injury. Lord Robert awoke a short while ago. He's outside speaking with the High Lama. We should join them.
You won't believe this, Luminary. I just met the red-cheeked Seeker. He really does have rosy cheeks, just like everyone says.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, he
lad.
regained all his weight.
Better late than never, eh? What are you staring at me like that for? Is there something on my face?
It is your physique, Lord Robert. You were a good deal slighter only a short time ago.
Well, he couldn't afford to make another character model, so...
Oh, that! Nothing a good breakfast couldn't cure. The Grand Master put me through worse on more than one occasion.
Lord Robert has told me what came to pass in the void, that you met Grand Master Pang, and that she trained you in the ancient arts. I hear that you were even able to master the ultimate abilities of your ancestor Erdwin. You have my congratulations.
And I hear that I owe you a debt of thanks, Sir Henrik, for looking after the boy here while I was away.
Please think nothing of it, my lord. It is the least I could do to make amends for all the wrongs I have done. Indeed, I feel I must apologize.
Oh, don't torture yourself over it, son. We've all been pawns in Mordegon's game. You've nothing to apologize for.
Thank you. Truly. What do you intend to do now? We had hoped to find guidance here in Angri-La, but alas, we find ourselves at an impasse.
Well, funnily enough, I was just thinking about something Grandmaster Pang told me. She said old Erdwin used a very special form of transport when he went after the Dark One. Some sort of sacred flying contraption.
We're probably gonna get an airship, tape, or bird, or whatever.
I didn't get the chance to ask her any more about it. But it sounds like just what we need to get up to that castle and knock Mordegon off his perch. As for our old friends, none of them were exactly the giving up type, eh? If I'm still alive and kicking, you can bet the rest of them are out there somewhere. So, what say we head over to Arborea and keep an eye out for our pals on the way? If this flying doodad's supposed to be sacred, the folks over there will know something about it for sure. There's no time to lose. The longer we wait, the stronger Mordegon gets. So, let's get going.
Now we actually have to build up his character.
Honored Luminary, we disciples of Angri-La will do all that we can to aid you in your preparations to take on the Lord of Shadows. We have even devised a special training regime for you. Visit us again soon. We will stand ready to help you hone your powers.
Aye.
probably should have slept at that one campsite because I think that's required to. I think you can equip claws. I have a deep bond with this place. I spent many years here in my youth. The Volibeg still appears to have taken its toll, however, now that the coast of Allure is in the hands of the Allure Shadows along with the rest of Urgia. That is why it will not do for me to wallow in nostalgia. Come, let us seek out your former comrades, and keep our wits about us at all times. Isn't the coast of Allure I used to know? That's for sure, something's different. I hope all Don Rodrigo is the same as he always was. If all people have changed, I don't know what I'd do. Ah, could we have the Academy Day, whatever. Oh, come on. Bonjour, Trevor, and welcome to the Academy de Notre Maitre des Medailles. In the schools, I think we are over all this. Aren't these our pretty Monsieur Madal, like the ladies of the valley best of all? He says that the way the little white petals catch the eye remind him of mini metals. It used to be just me out here training to be tough, but since the World Tree fell, everyone's been at it. I know it's a bit selfish, but I'm glad that I'm not doing it on my own anymore. It makes so much more fun. It makes much more fun. Now, I can have some company in my quest to outdo the one and only Sterling Silver. Silver? Stop right there. I am Madame Laboche. I have been waiting here since we first set foot on the academy grounds. I have held my tongue until now, but I can hold it no more. How dare you tell on this honorable cool cum on vagabond? These girls will one day be the shining stars of Eredom Haute Society. They must not be mixing with witchcraft. And you, mon petit fellow, are the riffiest ruffiest ruffian I have ever had the displeasure to witness wandering these hallowed grounds. But there is hope for you yet. If you wish to prove that you are indeed a gentleman worthy of this academy, you must dress to impress me, that is. Come back when you're looking a little more chic and shock, smart and stylish. If I will see if you measure up to my exacting standards. Do we have an accord? Un bon repose, that's the spirit, fellow. Now, there are several ways to boost your style. First and foremost, you must gain experience and take your statistics vital to another level. But that alone will not suffice. Gentleman must ensure that his entire ensemble exudes elegance. Less arms, less accessories. Everything thing that you equip affects how stylish you appear. Pick out the equipment that shows off to your best advantage. Bon chance, fellow. Good luck. Come back to me when you have made a true Prince Charmant of yourself. Oh, so many quests. Good. Felicitations, young man. You have completely filled the page of your album de Merats. This is not a miniature achievement in the slightest. You may have maxed out this page, but your career as a metal detector extraordinaire is not yet at an end. None. It is time to turn over a new leaf. And voila! You have completed a total of 45 stamps. Keep the minimals coming, and when your total reaches 50, I will reward you with a Glombero. Whatever that is. Now, isn't it a maximally magnificent prize? Oh no. And I run out of you. This is awful. Now everyone will find out how stinky I am. I'd rather die. You have to let me. Please. Could you go and steal my daddy and ask him for another bottle? Please, please. Oh, thank you. My daddy's name is Valtteri, and he makes the precious millennium warm. All right. Excuse me. Well, he usually sends me a new bottle every month, but for the last 2 months, nothing has come. My family recently moved to the creative creep just to the Westwood. Oh. I hear a lot of scary monsters have been seen around there lately. I'll get to the chopper. Lately, I hope I don't have any to do with my perfume going missing. If you're also careful, if you would go there and make sure my daddy's okay. Oh, and please me some more perfume too. Okay. Okay, thank God. This little river is absolutely teeming with nothing. Ever since you inked yourself up, it's too dangerous to go outside, so I'm stuck here. It's still fun and all, but there's one big problem. Things really starting to stink. I hope whoever made the world tree fall out of the sky hasn't poisoned this river too. Wow, like there's... Is there a bank here? Oh, you must be the Voyager Monsieur Madame told me of. I am Madame de Bruvard, Vice Principal of the Academy. Perhaps you might be able to help me with an enquête private investigation. I was turning the bookshelves in the bibliothèque the other day when I made a strange discovery. In amongst the old and dirty textbooks, I found a diary. Unfortunately, probably left behind by Extuante, a girl who had once studied here, and I had a petite peep inside. But what I found there was Sherlock et encore Sherlock's very strange indeed. Tell me, Voyager, will you help me to the bottom of this little mystery? Monsieur Voyager, thank you very much. Bonalos, let me tell you what was written in this journal. Here, I will bear in memories where the shadow of the birch tree that we dreamed beneath stretches in the evening light. All that I leave behind is I leave to you, my dearest friend. It may be merely my imagination, but I cannot help thinking that this message is meant for me. When we were girls, my best friend and I would often sit on the swings beneath old birch's branches and speak of what our lives would be like when we were grandes personnes. If this message is from her, then I must know what it means. What is buried out there in the garden. I will go with it myself, but alas, during the day I am busy with my work, and at night I cannot see where I am digging. If you will search the jardin in my stead, it will be très obligé, very grateful indeed. Et bien, allow me to read this message to you encore une fois. Here I bear my memories where the shadow of the birch tree that we dreamed beneath stretches in the evening light. All that I leave behind, I leave to you, my dearest friend. The shadow of the birch tree. Okay. There's another quest. There's so many quests. I need to go zoom to a bank. I guess once I've collected all the quests here, and I might call a night and take a break for a short while too before I'll do some crafting to wrap things up. Doesn't look like a birch wheel, the twee. Ton of birch trees, although a lot of them are on the outskirts here. And look at the stump of a birch tree either. Huh. Huh. Oh, I didn't mean to sleep. I confused this for the item shop and skipped through the... I'm... Oh, hello there. My name is Pusilla, and I have a problem, a secret anguish that I can't tell any of my classmates. You look like a tight-lipped sort of fellow. If I share my deepest, darkest secret with you, will you promise not to tell anyone? Wants you to help with something that's been worrying her recently. Another uniform. Thank you so much. Now, have you heard of Le Mini Monde? It's our school newsletter. Well, I heard that Madame Cherie was starting a new column offering advice to the loved one, so I wrote a letter to ask her about my secret passion. But I'm too afraid to read her answer. What if she says that he'll never be mine? My heart will break clean in two. That's why I need someone to read it for me. But I can't ask any of my classmates. They can never know the unfathomable depths of my desire. Which is where you come in. Could you go and read some issue of Le Mini Monde for me and see what Madame Cherie says I should do? And it pinned up on the newsboard in the gallery overlooking Monsieur Madalo's study. If you can't see it, just ask Bastien, the editor. She's a hammerhood, and so you should be able to spot her easily enough. She'll tell you where to find it. I'm Bastien, editor-in-chief of the school newsletter, Lady Minimond. I think you know it from the big blank space on the notice board. I just finished tacking up its monster issue when it got caught by the breeze that blew out the window. And to the top of it all, it was an all-Newt format. It even had the long-awaited Cher Cherie column, advice for the love Warren from Madame Cherie herself. Were you hoping to get some advice yourself? I'm sorry, but it would take me far too long to reprint it. I decided to write this issue off and start work on the next one instead. If you're absolutely desperate to read Madame Cherie column, you'll have to hunt down the one and only copy. It blew away in the direction of the Erie Eyrie. I'd wager that some cuddly monster found it and stuck it up on a signboard somewhere. What do I think that? Because it was a masterpiece, of course. Even the meanest monster will recognize its genius and want to share it with the whole world. It couldn't be that easy, I should have figured. Hello, Traveler. It's me, Conchella. How do you fancy testing your puzzle-solving skills in the Royal Riddling Spectacular? Yeah, you're a first recreation traveler, a good sport. Now let the games begin. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who is afraid of the big black bat? Riddle me this. What sort of single-headed sword sounds like you should pilfer it? If you think you know the answer, equip it and come and show me. If I don't have... okay. I have the riddle clock that I have an infinite amount of time to... Oh, there's another one? Welcome to the Academy. I am Madame Augustine, and I have been a teacher here for 40 years. I cannot count the number of young girls that have passed through these allowed halls. I am one girl in particular who cost me more headaches than all of the others put together. She was a naughty jeune fille who was always getting herself into mischief. But no matter how much trouble she caused, you could not help but smile at her antics. She was the breath of fresh air that messes up your air. But then, one cold and frosty winter morning, just a few days before our graduation, she ran away. She sent a letter a few days later saying she would not be coming back. As voila, she never did. That was 20 years ago. I am an old woman now. Soon I will leave this place too. But before I go, I want to have a diploma, the certificate I would have given on graduation day. Only when that is done can I retire sans regrets. Can you help me, mon cher? Can you find this girl and give her the diploma I have been holding on to all these years? Merci, Brunkup. If you find her, I would be so very grateful. The only clue I have to her location is the letter she sent after she ran away. The postmark shows that it was sent from the Crystal Kingdom of Sniffelheim. Perhaps if you were to go there, the locals might be able to give you some kind of clue as to her whereabouts. Her name is Liliane. Please, you must go to Sniffelheim, find her, and deliver the diploma. Well, there's a birch tree we can actually reach. There's no like shading or shadow or anything. There's another. There's another birch tree right here, so there's like two of them. There's the... Psst, do you want to hear something that's going to blow your mind? It says it's actually the holiday home of a mini-metal loving monarch. He comes to stay with it here whenever he wants to get in touch with how a mini-metal feels, hidden away in the shadows. Which people has such silly ideas on the slime. I didn't do my slime voice, I'm sorry. I think I already read that line anyway, so... Royal soil. I mean, there's a treasure chest there. I don't know, maybe I already got it before? Been holding it all this time? I don't know. I don't know, I'm just gonna go ahead and... There's a couple of shadings. I don't know if there's any like rideable creatures I can... What? Why? Okay. Because there's a cutscene? Well, why can't you just have the cutscene and then eat it too?
That man is in danger. We must go to his aid.
Don't carry those clothes home in a bag. Huh? Don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay. Where the hell did he get that?
Sylvando, darling, you were fabulous. So fierce.
Fierce doesn't even begin to describe it. You were ferocious.
Can it be? Can it truly, truly be? Truly? It is. I think it really is.
Get out of my face?
Darling, it's so wonderful to see you. Oh, I thought you were lost to me forever.
You two are acquainted? And what is it that you do, exactly?
Oh, come now. Isn't it obvious? We're fighting an epic battle to bring back something the world has lost. It's Smile! That's right, darlings. We're on a quest to bring sunshine and laughter back to every corner of this drab world. My little parade has picked up quite the cavalcade of warriors for wondrousness. Aren't they just so much fun? But never mind that now. I can't believe you're alive. It's a miracle. I thought I'd never see you again. Excuse me? Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I forgot all about you. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
No, I am not. Thanks to you. You are more strong than you appear. My name is Da. I come from Phenomenon in the south. And if it were not for your help, I would not be returning there. Thank you.
Oh, you're heading home. Then we better go with you. Can't have you getting attacked again now, can we? Listen, darling, you and me have got a lot to talk about. So what do you say you join the parade for a little while, huh? Come on. You know you want to.
No.
Oh, did he really just... So cold. But you don't need to be shy, darling. I know you're just itching to join me and the boys, really. Okay, time for you to take your first steps as a soldier of the Smile-Spreading Special Forces. Here, put these on.
We don't even have a second choice.
No, you look even more adorable than I thought you would. So proud. All right, boys. Let's make our newest recruit feel right at home. He's an old friend of mine after all. Lead on, darling! And don't let me catch you frowning. You're at the head of the world's premier gladness-bringing parade! All right, let's get out there and make the world smile! And... shimmy!
Alright, let's get moving. Phenomena, here we come. Oh, and if we ever get separated for some reason, we'll be back here, okay, honey? We're sitting at the head of Sylvando's Smile Restoring Parade and setting out to bring joy back to the world. Oh, oh God. All I want to do is craft. All I want to do is get to the campsite and craft. And collect shiny dings. No monsters appearing. For obvious reasons, like, no wait, there are some monsters here. Are just gonna like run? No. Here, join our parade. Okay. Oh, there's a Goro looking monkey fighter. Help! I can actually buy dragon hide and dragon horns here. We're just gonna dance and craft dragon weapons. We had enough mithril ore. We need to go grab some more. I mean, we do, but oh good. We praise. Now we need a red eye and a couple more mithril ore. Let's return to Angula area. We need some more gold ore to get a crown of Dundersill. obviously more Mithril ore for the Dragon Shield. Oh, brilliant. First try. I confess I am yet to fully understand Sylvando's intentions in orchestrating this parade of his. Still, I am glad that you have been reunited with one of your companions. This is a source of great comfort to me. Oh, I've lived a fairly while, but I never heard of a parade marching all the way around the world before. Trust Sylvando to come up with something so extraordinary. Now to find them again, it's celebration time. I've picked up a few moves of my own up in Angri-La. I'll show you that you don't have to be young and beautiful to cut a rug. Oh, this guy's with you. I'll be dead for you, I think. I think so. I am very, very grateful. And now I can enjoy this wonderful parade. I've never seen anything like it. Never will again. Before I met you, my goal in life was bringing some light back into people's lives with power song, dance, and good times. I started small as a solo performer, but then people caught the bug and joined in. Before long, oh honey, listen to me, going on about my life and times. First things first, let's get the safety back to Phenomenon. Okay, next time. I should went on a little longer than we intended to. Okay, let's first consult our wall of patrons with our one and only patron, Eric McMahon, for your contribution of $10. You too could be on the wall of patrons. Go to patreon.com/pixelsplays for more information. Before we get to our outro, we're going to show the intro to what we're going to be doing later tonight, or well, early tomorrow morning in Central Standard Time, in about an hour or so, I think. We're going to be starting out at the beginning of Pixelwane. Thanks for watching. You can follow us on Twitter. And once again, you can support us on Patreon. But besides that, you can do all the things that cost very little, except a few seconds of your time. And until about an hour from now, sayonara.